Hey Merfolk fans, I'm Joe. Thanks very much for joining me. I just finished the third match of this league. Lost, unfortunately, to Infect. Lost the first game, won the second game, and the third game was really close. I think it would have gone differently if I had drawn sort of one or two fewer lands. I hit 5 lands, and in the end it wasn't enough. I think I was a little bit conservative on a Dispel. The opponent tried to dismember my Lord, and I had the option of dispelling it, but I preferred to leave Dispel in the hand as an option to counter some pump spells. In hindsight, it's possible I needed to maintain my own clock a little bit more. Island Walk is pretty important. In the end, if I had a Vapor Snag in hand and with Island Walk, I don't know, I was dealing 6 damage, would have taken the opponent to 1. Vapor Snag could have finished it. It was a game that, like I said, 1 or 2 different draws could have totally changed the outcome. So I can't feel too salty about it. I was cruising with 4 game wins in a row, and then unfortunately dropped the third match. Found an opponent, and I won the die roll. I keep doing that. And this hand is clunky, but Cavern of Souls can be strong against certain decks. 4 lands is good with Master of Waves. Silvergill will draw me a card. Harbinger bounces stuff. This is a keep. It's a pretty weak hand compared to like possible Merfolk hands, but it's a keep. So I'm going to open with Cavern of Souls naming Merfolk. There's not really like a perfect land play here. So, I mean, revealing Silvergill Adept for Wanderwine Hub or not is pretty much the same thing. If I play Wanderwine Hub, he knows I'm playing Merfolk. If I play Cavern, he knows I'm playing Merfolk. Looks like another Infect deck. We get another chance. Hierarch is a relatively slow opening, and this is going to add a lot of speed to our clock. Maybe I should play... It's possible I should just get the Island Walk Lord out now. No, I think Silvergill is better. Can potentially draw me into Vapor Snags. And I'm going to reveal one of the Island Walk Lords. I'm going to yield to this thing. And Spreading Seas is good if he has the Ink Moth. I'm going to put this over here, and since it's been revealed, and pass to the opponent. Well, there's the Ink Moth. That's pretty cool. Blighted Agent is not cool, and we do have Harbinger of the Tides. Another Spreading Seas. So we have so many options here, right? I mean, we can play a Lord and start our own clock, assume that the opponent can't kill us next turn, in which case we'll have 4 lands out. Bouncing the Hierarch doesn't seem great. We don't know if he's going to miss a land drop next turn. It would be pretty strong if we knew he didn't have any lands in hand. But Harbinger is currently our only way to interact with their Blighted Agent. I think I'm going to hit Spreading Seas on the Ink Moth. They are the beatdown, I think, in this matchup. Let's turn off Ink Moth. It potentially helps him by giving him more colored mana, but it just takes away a threat and draws us a card to give us more options, like a Vapor Snag, for example, would be pretty cool. Reejerey is also decent. I think that I will play... it doesn't really matter what land I play here. Since I'm not going to attack with Mutavault next turn, I'll just go ahead and play Cavern. I'll name Merfolk. Say OK. And then I'm going to attack with the Silvergill Adept and hope that he blocks with this Blighted Agent. Block. Okay, didn't block. Alright, well, we're currently winning the race. Let's hope the opponent doesn't have enough to kill us right now. Alright, so, looks like we're taking 8 here, or more. Get out of here. This deck is so stupid. Alright. That'll do it. That was a turn 3 win, by the way. And we had a solid hand. That Blighted Agent would have gotten bounced. He was missing land drops. Ugh. What a beating. So we know the plan because we just did it. We're going to take out Kira, and we're going to take out the 4 Masters of Waves. Lower the curve to 3. Got as much interaction as we can. Negate is just too clunky for the matchup. Yeah, that's all we need. So we'll submit the deck, and we are going to play first. Very nice, I think. AEther Vial would have made the hand better, but can't ask for everything, really. Alright, so we got a mulligan. Maybe we'll get a game off of this guy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. So he bottomed his scry. Which I guess is good news, you know. I'll take it. Open with Inkmoth would be pretty nice. Gitaxian Probe. That's fine. Okay. So he knows all of this stuff here. Hierarch. Nice slow start. I can dig it. Let's get a land or an AEther Vial. Well, we didn't get it, but... Gonna name Merfolk. Say okay. And do some Merfolk stuff. Alright. Attack. I hope he blocks with the Hierarch. Alright, probably a Blighted Agent here, or maybe an Inkmoth. Another Hierarch. And a Glistener Elf. Alright, Vapor Snag would be nice. Only 1 land, but 2 Hierarchs. Echoing Truth would be solid. 3rd land is pretty good too. We can turn on Island Walk right now if we want to. We could bounce one of his Hierarchs, slow down his mana a little bit. Let's see, he knows these guys. He doesn't know about the Cursecatcher, so we can play the land, reveal a Harbinger. Do we just? I think we just play our creatures here, right? I mean, I can just block the Glistener Elf next turn. So bounce a Hierarch. We've got another Harbinger in reserve. And this will cut him off of mana next turn, because this Hierarch will have Summoning Sickness. Yes, I want to use that ability. Get another Cursecatcher out, and just try to develop some kind of advantage. Opponent will go down to 11. We've got blocks up for his Glistener Elf. Dryad Arbor plays out the Hierarch. He may or may not attack here, because he's only got access to 1 mana, and I'm going to block here, and I'm going to counter any pump spells he has. So we can take him off of these mutagenic growth. Do we want to double sack for this? Does he have another mutagenic growth? So I would lose my Harbinger here, but I'm pressing a lot of damage next turn, and I can bounce this guy with Harbinger anyway next turn. So I'm gonna say this is okay. Let's go to damage. Happily prevent 5 Infect by trading off a Harbinger. Island, not optimal, but get to... Well, I'm going to start with... doesn't really matter because I need... I was going to say Spreading Seas here. And then follow up with Harbinger, maybe. I'll just play the island now. Tidebinder. That's solid. He doesn't even have green mana anymore to cast like Blossoming Defense or something. So I like Tidebinder even better, I think, than Harbinger. Or do I? It doesn't. I don't think it makes a great deal of difference here. So if I play Tidebinder, it's still going to be tapped next turn, even if he somehow... Well, it doesn't matter. Same end result. And, well, Harbinger can be cast on, like, Blighted Agent, which is great. Okay, let's go to attacks. We're going to turn these guys sideways. Master doesn't have Island Walk, but I doubt he's going to block. Goes down to 3. Has no Infector this turn, and I think we've gotten there. Seemed like a poor mulligan from the opponent. This is fine. Another Island Walk Lord is interesting. He's got 1 mana up, representing something like Dismember. We have no poison currently, and he's only got 2 cards in hand. So I think I'm just going to play out my Island Walk Lord. If any of these guys get through, it's pretty much lights out. Let's go to attacks. Boop-a-doop-doop-doop. So I think I mentioned either in this video or the previous video, being on the play is so important in so many modern matchups. It's a little bit absurd. Maybe it's like that in every format, and I'm just exaggerating a little bit about modern. But I feel like every time I'm on the play, I win, and every time I'm on the draw, I lose against these crazy fast decks. So that was a pretty strong hand. We're trading games with Infect. The last match was loss, win, loss. This one was loss, win, and 2 Vapor Snags look good to me, especially on the draw. Keep. Okay. Okay. And end. Spreading Seas, not the best right now. I think I just... I think I play an island, and I think I'm going to play Cursecatcher here. Let's see what kind of lands he has. Do we attack? Do we block here? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, so take 3 Infect. Another Mutagenic Growth. Taking 5 Infect. That's rough. But he's really short on lands. Harbinger would be insane. Well, we don't have mana. I'm just going to attack with Cursecatcher. And then pass turn, because we're both short on mana. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So we get to 2 for 1 here. Well, sort of 2 for 1. Come on, land, please. Aw, man. It's going to be a weirdly slow game. To Vapor Snag or not to Vapor Snag? That is the question. I think to not Vapor Snag is the answer. Oh, that's beautiful. So now, I think we hit Spreading Seas. He didn't... Let's see. He chose to play the Glistener Elf rather than a Blighted Agent, so I'm thinking he doesn't have the Blighted Agent. We need to draw cards here. We can block and then bounce with Harbinger next turn. So I'm going to hit the Inkmoth with Spreading Seas and hopefully draw another land. Not what I wanted, but we're getting closer to the land, which is important. He wasted his... oh, we're going to block. That's right. So we're going to say okay. Okay, he's just trying to draw into something good. Another land, probably good for him. Attacks with this guy. Go to blocks. Definitely blocking this guy. 100%. Oh, that's amazing. What happened? I guess a Blighted Agent happened. Well, we do have a Vapor Snag for this guy. Land is quite nice, because I can play out one of these ridiculous amount of lords that I have in my hand, leave up for Snag, and just hope that this guy... Yeah, I have to hold a Vapor Snag now. He could have like a Blossoming Defense or something. What's happening here? Twisted Image, just trying to draw cards, trying to win as fast as possible. We can't block. So we're going to pass through and see if he does anything. Well, this stinks because do I bounce him now? No, I think I wait because if he gets up to 3, that's fine. I'm going to let that resolve. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, no! Oh, I let it resolve. I'm sorry, guys. But he had it anyway. He had the second one. So he could have played it in response to my Vapor Snag. So, oh, we lost to Infect again. This is so frustrating. I've gotten good hands, and I think I've played them to the best of my ability. I could have Vapor Snagged him on my turn, but he obviously had land up, and he had 2 Blossoming Defenses. If I had Vapor Snagged him on my turn, he would have had to waste one of them. But who knows what the other 2 cards are in his hand. Yeah, you know, every match is an opportunity to learn about the different matchups. And I probably should have tried... Oh, man, that was silly. I thought I had him for a second, but he had Hexproof, so I couldn't cast anything. Because I let the first one resolve. Which opened the door for the second one to come. I think now, in retrospect, I should have bounced him on my turn, or tried to. Anyhow, let me know your guys' thoughts. Would you have played the same way, or would you have bounced on my turn? I certainly had enough interaction. I was just a little bit short on lands. I felt a little bit clogged up. If I had had an Aether Vial out of any of these cards, it would have been a totally different match, I think. So we're unfortunately down to 2-2. I'll go ahead to the 5th and final match, and we'll see how it goes. So far, it's win against Death Shadow Aggro, win against Jund, and then 2 consecutive losses to Infect. Bit of a bummer. But yeah, tune in for the 5th and final match of this friendly modern league. Thanks, guys. Bye.